We've become bored with watching actors give us phony emotions. While the world he inhabits is, in some respects, counterfeit, there's nothing fake, no scripts, no cue cards. It isn't always Shakespeare, but it's genuine. It's a life.
1.7 billion were there for his birth. 220 countries tuned in for his first step. The world stood still for that stolen kiss. An entire human life recorded on an intricate network of hidden cameras and broadcast live 7 days a week to an audience around the globe.
It's a real one block video. What's up guys, welcome back to another video, and we're going to be naming our Iron Golem Talos. He's of course the guardian, the manager and protector of the slime farm. And let's get right into a build. Okay guys, so I came up with the best idea. Well, it's actually just a really simple idea guys, but I've got the iron farm, as you guys know, the Iron Golem. And what if I just spam a bunch of cauldrons around in order to take advantage of the snow? So I'll show you actually. It will take me a little while to run over there, but in all of the hundreds of days that I've been around, I don't know exactly what point I've had the cauldron, but it's probably been like 700 days, and it's been sitting here. I've accumulated very few snow blocks. I'll go show you which ones they actually are. So when I say snow, I'm referring to a powdered snow, of course, if that wasn't clear. Kind of forgot for a second that you can make snow blocks from the snowballs. So I actually have only 4 guys, and I was just temporarily putting them here. Like, where else do I put them? Yeah, so nothing fancy guys. I'm just going to do a really quick simple build where basically when it snows, it can be accumulated in many different cauldrons to increase the rate at which I could grab powdered snow. So we just want some chests, tons of cauldrons. I don't want to fall inside the cauldron, so accessibility for looting the cauldrons needs to be good, and also inaccessibility for the villagers, because I want to have control over them and I don't want them to just randomly become the leather work or whatever it is that the cauldron does. So those are the 2 kind of requirements, and I'm just going to do a quick build here. As soon as I finished the basic build here, it started snowing. So we just got little pressure plates to close the gates behind us. Villagers can't access this, I believe. Got gaps for the snow, and just like that, you know, one cauldron used to take absolutely forever to update, but there's a couple hundred here, maybe almost 200. And yeah, they'll update a lot faster. But yeah, just a very simple little build. And I like it. Fits in nicely with our industrial area, looking just fine. Huge trader. Oh my gosh, beautiful. That's 10 soil. Oh my gosh, really? Wait. Does that give me way more than the orange sand, or what? That's amazing. 64. I'm not sure I have access to brown dye. I'll take that too. Isn't it beans? Chocolate beans? Which I don't think I have. Oh my gosh. How did I get so much sand? That's epic. That can be used for various things like reeds or bamboo. Just obtained a massive amount of sand from a trader, and well, you guys know we're working towards cartography. We got the plenty leather now from accessing cows, and alongside our river here, which is supposed to be the source to the lagoon, let's start growing some reeds. I think that's the perfect use of it. Super humble, super basic, just using some of my sand here, so I've got some storage, and just growing some reeds to turn into paper and books soon. Along the little riverbank here. Previously we were messing with bees, and this is where I'm at right now, guys. This is my bee apiary, and really basic. These were the two that spawned in naturally, and I've got a bunch of others. But what we're going to do is I'm going to build a really nice epic apiary in this area. So this is just the temporary one. Something actually took place here which hasn't happened in hundreds of days. I almost forgot what it felt like, to be honest. But I wanted to slow things down and show you guys in real time. I was just humbly working on my bee apiary, and you might guess it, but that's right. I hit a bee. Not good. And I died, of course. So yeah, there goes my experience. If you're wondering where my experience went, here we are. This is the bee apiary, and it's a semi-final form. I have shears here, guys. And as you can see, there's like this is like an airlock to go in and out, multiple doors. But this is basically the system. I figured why not make the walls out of the flowers? Really cool. And there's plenty of bees, enough to go in each of the little beehives. And there are hoppers both here and in the middle. That's why it's covered by carpet. And then here again. So the idea is that I can simply do this. You can see that they get pretty agitated. Like they're inside of their little chamber until they calm down again. And it replenishes very quickly with honeycomb. And of course we get all of the little goodies that automatically funnel. You can see them funneling in down here. And this is a little bit of insight into the guts of things. I don't mind leaving it open just like that. So yeah, really cool. I like it. Feels good. And they calm down in just a second. I can just do a drive-by. That's the idea. And get a lot of honeycomb. This is the banner for the Beanie Babies, which is the Bee Dynasty. Shout out to Empty Desk, which is on my Discord, a user who gave me inspiration for this banner. It actually looks better with black instead of brown, guys, but I don't have access to black ink. So I'm going to need to get some elevation to go up high, and then I will actually redo the banner with black. If you guys think you could make a sick banner for like one of the other dynasties, like the Frankenswines, go ahead and post it in my Discord, and I'd love to take that as inspiration. Wait, is somebody up there? One of the farmers is up there. Oh my gosh. Hey, is it Jimmy? Jimmy the farmhand? No. Oh, on the roof, Jimmy. Don't do it, Jimmy. Come here, you will be missed, Jimmy. Be careful. Be careful. Come down, Jimmy. Step away from the edge, Jimmy. No. I noticed that if you open their little inventory, they step towards you. Trying to trade, they don't run away. Come here. There we go. There we go. You got too much to live for, Jimmy. No, come back. Okay. Whew. It was a close call. Alright, maybe if I get a trapdoor, I can stop. I didn't think a villager would go up there, to be honest. I'll grab a trapdoor, and we can make a little latch to access the roof. Should better just like that. There we go. Ooh. That should work. I don't think they can get up now. I've got to, well, I don't really want villagers to accumulate up here because I don't think they go down ladders, if I'm correct, but they do go up. So they could accumulate in these towers. Let me apply a little trapdoor to each one of these as a safety, and we've got to do some safety improvements around here. You may have noticed the floor of the Church of the Lightning Stone. I worked on a little bit of a checkerboard pattern just to try to prettify it a little bit and hide some lighting under the floor, instead of all these torches everywhere. But it was time I did a bit of an overhaul to the Church of the Lightning Stone, as I had access to many more resources than when I had first created it. So there's something I'm really excited for, guys. Let me grab string. And next up, we're going to grab some beeswax. And I should be able to make, I've never done this before, candles, guys. Boom! 64 candles. Let's go. Let's do more. So this is one of the nice things about the honeybee farm. The Beanie Baby Dynasty is going to produce for us candles. Okay. Now, I did a little bit of research because I don't know about candles. They weren't in the game back in the day when I used to play. And you're supposed to use a flint and steel to light them. But I do have a solution for myself. Needless to say, back in the day, I did tons and tons of grinding inside of my mob farm, as it was actually iron and various things like glowstone that I really needed. And look at all the bows I have, guys. So if I remember correctly, look at this. Flame. So, yes, indeed. I don't know what some of these mean, guys. What's infinity? To not use your ammo or something? I'm on 55. It doesn't use your ammo. Dang. Wait, do I need ammo to shoot it? You do. Okay. Well, that's interesting, but what is more interesting let's go. So candles I want to put to good use. I mean, any kind of lighting in general is super cool. And so I played around with placing some candles down in the church. I actually hang lanterns from the ceiling, which I think is pretty cool. I created lecterns and added some protective measures. And this is the end result, guys, of the internal main room here of the Church of the Lightning Stone. Yeah, so just a mini overhaul to the Church of the Lightning Stone interior. I really like it, guys, with the candles addition and stuff. And I've made this stuff. This is basically like a door to go up, just a bunch of trapdoors everywhere to prevent villagers from wandering about. And this is where we put our bibbles. We put our bibbles here. I actually don't know how to make a lectern with a book, guys. Am I stupid? It's because I lack books or something. But I plan to make lecterns with books to represent the bibbles. Yo, this is a stick up. You better like this video or you're gonna be sent straight down to villager heaven. Oh, where'd he go? Oh no. Well, forget about him. This is where you end up. You better like that video. Here's our little park that I created, guys, and I actually really like it. It's really nice sort of backdrop for this industrial area. making things look slightly less depressing, perhaps, with some activity going on. Like the lantern approach, looks good at night, and of course embracing some of that snow. But, guys, more importantly, 1,500 days, we're going to create our first snow golem. I'm looking forward to it. So let me showcase the little gateway here, guys. I like the gates. I think they're cool. They're kind of like anti-gates, just to be a little bit different. They're made of the powdered snow, so I can just zip through them like that. But of course, visually looking, they don't really look like a gate, so just something cute and different. But I think this design is going to work well here. If I just pop this on top, he should become a snow golem. Hey! Let's go! So I can't tell you how many times, guys, I've been told to make a snow golem. A lot of people wanting me to do something with old Halloween patches, that sort of thing. And here we are, after all this time, I have created one completely legitimately. No need to change patches. And not as though we need it. Awesome. Awesome. Everything breeds off of our iron golem farm. The iron for the shears, the iron for the shovels. One iron can be turned into many, many snow blocks. Oh! Okay, I gotta be careful with her boxes. No! My golem! Okay, guys, I'm gonna create another golem. Definitely the first golem in the world that you guys can name. Definitely the first. There has been no other golems. I don't want any elaborate conspiracy theories that this is a replacement golem or something like that. But first golem. Alright guys, 1,500 days in the world, and surely the first golem, snow golem, let's go. Cool. Now, I have to be very careful of hitboxes, and also I should add some hopper system and stuff like that around here. So this is a work in progress. Go ahead and name our snow golem if you would, guys, in the comments down below. Surely he's the first snow golem in the world. If you guys would take that as inspiration to name us. But see, a chain ordinarily wouldn't have the structural support to keep a lantern above it. But that looks pretty good, right? I think that looks pretty good. Tell me what you guys think. It definitely looks like there's enough structural rigidity to it, like the thickness that it's sort of intended, and it looks like a kind of expanded part of the lantern. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think it looks insanely good, amazing, but perhaps it looks a little bit more ornate. I think I like that. I think as a main staple, I'm going to put chains under the lanterns. So a few things that I wanted to cover really quickly just because they're a little bit less interesting. I did access the librarian and started accessing some of their goods, guys, and I'm in desperate need of ink. We really want ink. So if you look carefully coming up, you might be able to see something high in the sky, and I'm going to try to build a higher area, higher altitude to basically spawn in some squids and get squid ink, I hope, in the future. Otherwise, I was able to separate 2 of the cows, which we obtained recently, to make sure that if my cows are ever wiped out, I still have that stock among the rest of sort of the animal patriarchs. And I had this idea, maybe we should create like a Noah's Ark or something in the future. That could be cool. But I have accumulated some rare finds from traders over the time, including saplings. And I've begun turning some of those saplings into more than just a sapling and harvesting a lot of wood of various different types. If I'm not mistaken, the only one that I'm lacking is actually the spruce at this stage. This is my storage yard. So I did have a lot of miscellaneous stuff just laid out over on the other side of those trees, whereas more specific things like iron would be at my iron golem farm. I decided, you know, forget it. I know people have fancy storage systems and stuff, guys. For me, I've always just had a storage yard. It's like almost nostalgic at this point. It's a tradition. And the idea here is that I sort of have like jungle log and then miscellaneous jungle stuff in each area, just like this. I've got saplings. I even have the pale oak sapling, which I really love, by the way. Just a lot of storage, hiding some lighting because I want to get rid of this just torches everywhere kind of look. And a little bit of an update here, guys. You can see I'm pillaring up the really high there, that scaffolding, but that's going to be next episode, which you have to stay tuned for. I did a little bit of an altar here on our little snow park with our snow golem, because it was foolish of me. I could just easily bust up all of the snow blocks with my shovel by mistake, and having some wood here is a lot wiser. For other updates, I updated the lanterns here to look a little bit more fancy in my book, and I've got some leather working area over here, which allows me to, use any of the little mismatched clothes looks that I like, which is really cool. So I like that. I would like to make a sort of dedicated rural area, like a farm. I've been craving, I want to do that for so long, but I lack the soil, guys, so it can be very difficult. Hopefully more wandering traders give us some nice soil to work with. Otherwise, that is it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for watching. It's not going to be as much of a wait for the next episode, guys. Sorry about being absent, but I'm back. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another video.